At the time of the MT-15's first launch in India a couple of years ago, each and every one of us were expecting Yamaha to bring down the internationally available Ice 4 Vermilion paint scheme to the Indian market as well. But somehow that did not happen. But then finally, Yamaha brought down the paint scheme, the iconic paint scheme in the name of the BS6 update. And now in 2021, Yamaha has gone one step ahead and launched even more customization options on the MT under the Customize Your Warrior banner. So, hey guys, what's up? I'm Srinigit. You're watching my YouTube channel Sri Productions, and today let's check out the 2021 Yamaha MT-15 Custom Edition. Let's get started. Before starting the review, special thanks to Exceed Yamaha from Akashvani Aurangabad for providing me the 2021 MT-15 for a detailed review. Exceed currently has the entire Yamaha fleet for display. Contact details for bookings and test ride are in the description down below. Under this Customize Your Warrior program, you can customize your personal MT-15 in two different ways. First one is choosing between multiple colors which are available on the website. You can choose between matte as well as gloss paint schemes to be applied on your personal MT. And then once you choose the color, you can combine that shade with different colors available for the rims on the MT. Now I personally feel that the customization program on the MT is a great idea, as it does not make the production process of the bike very complicated, which means that the pricing of the MT can be kept as competitive as possible. But at the same time, it can customize the MT to suit each and every individual's different tastes. Other than these cosmetic changes, there's nothing new mechanically on the 2021 iteration of the MT-15. It still continues to borrow the same motor from the fully fed sibling, which is the R15V3. So it gets the same 155cc single cylinder liquid cooled fuel injected motor producing 18.5 PS and 13.9 Nm of peak torque, mated to a 6-speed gearbox and a slipper clutch. It gets the same delta box frame, and the wheelbase of the bike is shockingly short at 1335mm only, which is shorter than most of its rivals. About the suspension, it gets the same 41mm telescopic forks up front and a non-preload adjustable monoshock at the rear with a regular box section swing arm. Braking duties are carried out by a 282mm disc at the front and a 220mm disc at the rear, borrowed straight from the R15V3, but it still does not get dual channel ABS, as standard of course. About the tires, it gets the same 100 section tire up front and a 140 section tire at the rear, which are radial since the BS6 update. The weight of the bike is just 138 kg, making it lighter than again most of its rivals with a considerable margin. But then the ergonomics on the MT are quite a bit flawed, because even though the seat height on the MT is 810mm, which is fairly accessible for riders of various heights, but the footpeg positioning is very aggressive, as it is rear set and at the same time a bit tall. And at the same time, the handlebar is low set and is close to the rider, because of which you are pushed onto the handlebar, because of which you may experience some amount of pain on your hands before getting used to the seating posture on the MT. And at the same time, the pillion seat is pretty much unusable for even a normal sized person. And again, a third negative for the ergonomics of the MT is the switch gear on the left side. Because the position of the horn switch and the indicator switch are interchanged, it is really confusing for a first time rider and is similar to its international iteration. Small cost cutting measures like the negation of a dedicated pass light switch definitely makes the switch gear to be a bit confusing to use for a first time rider. Enough of the negative flag. Now let's check out the exhaust note of the MT-15 and take it out for a ride. There's one word which perfectly suits the MT. The word is enthusiastic. Be it the powertrain, the handling, or the way it looks. We'll start off with the motor. The 155cc single borrowed from the R15 has become almost legendary over the years due to its power delivery, character and refinement. The power delivery is linear till the VVA kicks in, and then a second noticeable surge arrives at the top end. The engine feels super refined throughout the rev range. It's only near the red line do you feel a very minute buzz. But it's the character of this motor which is the most impressive. The telepathic throttle response and the way it revs will remind you of much higher displacement precision in line force. The engine is, despite its displacement, one of the most tractable at city speeds. The gearbox has closely stacked ratios and is slick to use. The slipper clutch does work really well in case of sudden downshifts. In all, the drivetrain is super alert at all times, or should I say, enthusiastic. Handling of the MT has to be experienced at least once by each and everyone watching this video. A wheelbase of just 1355mm, which is shorter than most bikes on road, combined with really sharp steering and stiff suspension means riding it hard in city traffic and some twisty roads is really enjoyable. The short wheelbase though can result in some unnerving movements at high speeds. Like whacking the throttle while shifting at high speeds does cause the steering to wobble a bit, and as the steering is sharp, you need to be very focused not to give it unnecessary inputs on the highways. Suspension is unforgiving over anything less than perfect roads. The front shocks are stiff, while the rear monoshock doesn't have preload adjustability, making it harsh over broken roads. Brakes provide decent feedback and the overall stopping power. But then, the exclusion of dual channel ABS even at this price point is a strict no-no. In all, the MT is super fun to hoon around the city, attack those hills and the occasional track days. The committed seating posture and the tiny pillion seat might intimidate some, but a real-world mileage of 45 and above does make it appealing to college goers. Should you get the MT then? Well, if you have had an eye on the R15 for a long time but simply can't deal with the sitting posture, simply go for it.